Hey, I'm Spenser.
And I'm Britton.
Since 2011, Buckethead has released 290 albums in his Pikes series, and we're going to listen to them.
3 at a time.
This is Getting Head.
Welcome, bots, slogs, friends, head-getters, bedwetters, and bucketheads.
Oh, God.
This is episode 50.
Holy shit.
This is episode 50 of
50.
Getting Head, a fucking Bucketcast.
We made... Okay, Britt, I really need to acknowledge the fact with you right now in this moment that you and I have made 50 episodes of a Buckethead podcast. This is the most effort and time and energy we have put into any creative project we've ever done together.
Right.
I'm truly amazed.
I mean, I can't name 5 things I've made 50 of. Besides, I got sandwiches, I got burritos, I got orgasms. Does that? I don't know if that counts.
I don't think that counts.
No,
it's not really something you're
off.
making.
So there's 2. I made 50 pieces of art. I've made 50 songs. That's it. That's all I've done. I've made 200 things in my life. I know that.
Yeah.
But
probably.
I think that's it. That's all I've made.
And 50 episodes of a Buckethead podcast.
There's
you can't forget that.
Well,
I mean, that's why
now I've fucking done it. I mean, technically we've made like 54 because we have like 4 bonus episodes, but you know. We're not even counting those. Of the regular series, this is episode 50 right now. How about that shit?
Fucking episode 50. I know, right? It's actually kind of amazing. I mean, the idea was to get here, was to take it this far, but actually being here, actually getting here is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. And like most of our episodes are, over an hour, they're
all of them are over an hour.
I meant most of them are over an hour and a half. And that means like potentially we have almost 100 hours of bucket content out there.
We definitely have more.
Wow.
Having been the one who has edited all this, I'd say we have probably close to 130 hours of recorded material.
Wow.
It's especially for the first like 30 or 40 episodes, it was rare we went under 2.5 hours. Yeah. And so
I feel like we have it a lot tighter now, but
much. Yeah. I mean, the editing is much easier, and our equipment is so much better now too, and we've actually figured out kind of what we're doing on all fronts, and so it's much easier.
I mean, I do beg to differ with the statement we've figured out what we're doing, because Britt, as I just fucking stated, we're on episode 50 of a Buckethead podcast.
That's true.
What are we doing?
I mean, we're making the only Buckethead podcast.
I mean that's we're the only something. And that's pretty cool.
People continue to listen. We continue to get new and regular listeners.
This is true.
And like I can barely stand the sound of my voice, much less yours. But there's like 50 to 100 people out there that can stand fucking both of us, and I'm like.
I know, right?
What? Who are these fucking degenerates?
Who fucking are these people?
Like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong? But so if you're watching this or listening to this now, thank you for having something just fundamentally fucking wrong with you.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you're really making the dream come true for us, and the dream, apparently, is this.
A fucking Buckethead podcast.
That's
a dream. That sounds like a nightmare to me. Maybe like a NyQuil dream at best.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are the dreams that are like really wild, where they take you on a fucking journey and you're like sweating and flipping over all this time, and you're like, oh, I gotta save all these people. And it's this whole fucking thing. I don't know. It's very intense. It can be, at least.
Super duper intense.
Okay, here's something we got to talk about.
What's up?
They announced the cast for
the Mario film.
For the Mario film.
So
have you seen this? Do you know who the cast is yet?
And I'm like, What?
Okay, let's.
It's an animated film.
It's
right?
an animated film, so it's
Chris Pratt.
We're not spoiling it. We're not spoiling it. Come on, we're
you're
gonna go
about
through
to spoil it, and I'm just spoiling your
I was
spoiler.
gonna lead up to
right,
that.
I'm spoiling your spoiler,
Okay,
Spencer.
all right.
There's worse decisions, but I think there's one spectacular decision they made in casting.
Oh, I would agree with that.
I think we have the same idea of who was the best decision in casting.
Oh man, I don't know. There's two I would say that are both pretty inspired.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay, so as Britt spoiled, Chris Pratt will be voicing Mario in the super animated Mario Bros. Movie. Or whatever.
And John Leguizamo's back as Luigi. No.
He's not. I mean, I don't know. That could have been fine too. Yeah, Italian-American Chris Pratt will be voicing Mario.
Yes, the famously very Italian-American looking Chris Pratt.
Though I would say that Chris Pratt is not the most cringe choice here. Honestly, there is a more cringe choice, we'll get to that.
There is, but Chris Pratt is a terrible choice for Mario.
Fucking terrible choice for Mario.
Dog shit choice.
That's like choosing the fucking dude from The Office, like Jim from The Office voicing fucking Mario.
Now
I don't even know that guy's name, because he's just the most generic fucking white guy in the universe.
Can we, like... Who do you think would play the best Mario, though?
The best Mario?
Eric
Andre.
That would be fucking funny. I think Paul Giamatti would do a great-ass job. I think Paul Giamatti would kill that shit.
I mean, he's Italian, right?
Yeah, he's got a Giamatti? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what Italians are.
Like, his name sounds like a style of pizza. Like
Giamatti.
Yeah. Put the basil on the Giamatti. Oh, no, you don't have enough basil, not enough garlic.
That sounds like a seasonal drink at Starbucks.
Yeah. Do you have the peach Bellini Giamatti?
Yeah, can I get a Trenta Giamatti?
Trenta. Fucking... That's 30. That's like, they didn't even try with that one. They're like, bigger, 2030. Like,
I mean, we got to go with like it, love it, gotta have it as the greatest, sizing system in history.
Now, what do you think if they made a bigger size? I mean, they do make a bigger size. They make the pint there, but they just call it a pint.
Yeah.
What? I mean, if they made another retail size, what do you think it would be?
Something with the word slut in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it, love it, gotta have it, slutting it up for this shit.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like, exactly.
Or
exactly.
How about like it, love it, want to have it, or gotta have it.
Huge slut.
Need it inside me.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's what I would choose. Okay, so... Yeah, Chris Pratt as Mario. We have Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. She's from
great choice.
Yeah. Well, she's from fucking Queen's Gambit, right?
Yeah. She's a
Queen's
great
Gambit,
actress.
A great show.
Yeah. Great actress.
Yeah.
She's a
Is
great
she funny
actress.
Though? Like, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be.
Princess
Peach
funny. Does not need to be funny.
But she could be funny.
She could be, but she doesn't need to be. She's not any of the comic relief in the games. Therefore, her character really isn't a comedic character. Mm-hmm. It should be played by someone kind of straight. I think Anna Taylor-Joy, fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
Next.
Now, here's an inspired choice.
Yeah.
Charlie Day will voice Luigi.
I think that's kind of fun.
That's fun.
That's fun.
That's
not a bad idea.
Though, here's the thing. He would be a better Toad. I think, like,
definitely,
because he's such
he would be a better Mario than Chris Pratt.
Oh, 100%. Oh, fuck! If he was voicing Mario, it'd be amazing. I'd be like, that's a fucking crazy choice, but I'm so here for it,
dude. You know what would actually be amazing is Charlie Day,
just the entire cast,
and
of
then
It's Always
Dennis
Sunny.
Howerton as Luigi would be incredible.
Dude, they should just do the entire cast of Always Sunny as Mario.
Yeah,
that would be better.
Straight up.
Like, fucking Danny DeVito as Bowser would be
Danny DeVito
incredible.
As Bowser, and then Mac as Wario or Waluigi would be incredible. Incredible.
That would be amazing. Yes. Yes, truly inspired.
Like a blackface Wario.
That's really bad. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay, and then we have Jack Black as Bowser.
Now, honestly, I think this is the best decision here.
Interesting.
I think Jack Black, he's just a great voice actor. Like, that's the best thing about Jack Black is his voice.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Bowser can be comic relief. I think he's going to play a hammy Bowser.
For sure.
I think that's going to be fun. I think it's a good decision.
Yeah. And then this is, my opinion, the most cringe choice here.
Yes.
And that is Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Why?
What are we doing?
Why?
What the fuck are we doing?
Why? Okay, first off, you already have a legitimate comedian and voice actor who already does ape noises. Tim motherfucking Allen. What are you doing? What the fuck? You already have...
That would actually be an incredible casting.
You already cast a conservative celebrity in the top spot, so you can put as many douchebags in there as you want. You know?
Yikes.
Fucking, so Tim Allen, why
Timothy
is he
Allen.
not goddamn Donkey
let's,
Kong?
Let's fucking get him. Yeah.
I mean,
Tim Allen Donkey Kong 2022. That's what I want to say.
Now, yeah.
And then we have Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, which is another good choice.
Not a bad idea. Yeah.
I think he'll be funny. That being said, I think that Charlie Day would be a better Toad.
He would be a better Toad. And because he'd actually be I feel like he might make a better Luigi.
I feel like you could switch the two and it would be just as good, if not better.
Yeah,
because
I mean, he doesn't really sound like that black, so it wouldn't be a thing where like, wait, why is his brother obviously black? Although that would be funny too. If Luigi was just inexplicably black.
Yeah.
That would actually be hilarious.
That's pretty good. They're making a safe film here, though.
Obviously.
You know. Here's another somewhat inspired choice, and the last one that we'll talk about, and that is Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong.
I don't really understand why they need the whole Donkey Kong universe in this. Especially when they have Bowser, because they're going to have two foils now.
Well, they need characters.
They do, but like...
There's not a lot of characters that you can make funny in the Mario universe.
But is Donkey Kong going to be like a hero in this case? Because like in Donkey Kong Country, you know, he's definitely like a protagonist, and Cranky Kong is too.
But if you go back in the history of Mario,
right? Donkey Kong
was a villain.
He was the original villain.
The original villain,
before Bowser,
totally,
or King Koopa, yeah.
Maybe they have a small role in it. Maybe like there's like the opening sequence, and they kind of like try to do like a fake out where they're like, "Aha, it's Donkey Kong," but then they're like,
Donkey Kong's like,
what are we doing here? Yeah,
that's Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that's Seth Rogen for sure. 100%. Yeah.
I know.
I don't like that choice.
No, it's a terrible choice.
I don't like that choice. But I like Charlie Day, and I'm happy to see him in there. I think that's going to be probably bad, as my guess. It's not. I don't think it's going to be very good.
It's going to be 3D rendered, yeah.
Yeah, like a DreamWorks style, like a Pixar style.
Like what's honestly, what's the point? Like, all of the newest Mario games are already fucking cinematic and phenomenal stories. Like, what's the point at, like, totally watering that down for an easily consumable, like, 90 minutes?
Are you kidding me? Do you realize how much fucking money the Sonic movie made?
That's all it is. It's all just money. That's
why Seth Rogen is playing Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what do you think is happening here?
Yeah, I mean,
this is a shameless cash grab.
What are you trying to say about Seth Rogen and money, Spencer, without being anti-Semitic?
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Really?
I don't know anything.
Okay. But really, I want to hear your opinion on this without being anti-Semitic.
Let's just say that, you know, if you're making a safe corporate comedy, you choose people like Seth Rogen.
I suppose so. Or if you're making a Kevin Smith film.
Yeah, he's a safe corporate comedy choice. Yeah. Imagine Kevin Smith making this film. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Zach and Miri make a Mario.
That fucking sucks.
Zach and Mario make a porno.
No. Luigi and Mario make a porno.
Hey, a stepbrother, what are you doing?
No, they're real brothers. It's incest.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we said incest on Twitch. What's going to happen?
I don't know.
Anyways, that's the thing I've been thinking about a lot today. I also got some like extremely niche targeted ads recently that I feel like I need to talk about.
Okay.
No, I'm not exaggerating when I say extremely niche. I got it.
Oh, was it an Edge of Sanity cum sock?
Oh, wow. I mean, you're actually not far off.
A Klingon pocket pussy.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, man.
With 2 holes.
That's nice.
You're like, you're thinking of a business plan. Like, maybe what if?
Yeah, how do I get some, get to spin up manufacturing on this shit?
Oh, yeah.
And contract some Chinese.
Yeah.
Let's
get some Chinese democracy on that, baby.
Hey. Anyway, so I'm a fan of the band Sepultura. I haven't talked about them a whole lot, but I really
talked about them a little bit.
I really like their first few albums. Specifically, Beneath the Remains is my favorite one.
I prefer Roots.
Roots is a great record as well.
It's just very different.
Chaos AD is great too.
Yeah, not bad.
Schizophrenia is great too. But Beneath the Remains is my favorite, and that's like their last like true thrash album. Like it's a very thrash album. Super thrash. It has a really good drum mix. Like I really like the drum mix on it.
Yeah,
and
it's heavy.
It's very heavy.
It's heavy and like not overly Brazilian like their later stuff.
Yeah,
but that's why I like Roots and later because they go like deep into like Brazilian rhythms and stuff, and you're like, is this like lambada thrash music? What the fuck is this? Like,
no, it's really weird. But
it sounds like metal you do capoeira too.
What is that?
Capoeira? It's like the remember Eddie Gordo on Tekken?
Yeah.
That was the dance martial art that he did.
Oh, okay.
It's a Brazilian thing.
Hey, hell yeah.
There's a couple great capoeira films that we definitely should watch.
Okay. Yeah.
There's one called Rooftops where they have like a rooftop capoeira fighting club.
Yeah. I mean, as you do.
It's amazing.
Amazing. That sounds great. So Beneath the Remains is a record I like a lot. Really thrashy, really fun. And I got a targeted ad on Facebook that is an ad for a t-shirt that is the cover of Beneath the Remains, but instead of saying Sepultura Beneath the Remains, it says in the Sepultura like logo font, it says Seinfeld Feast of Strength.
That's
or Feats
awesome.
of Strength.
That rules, dude. That's so cool.
It is the most niche targeted ad I have ever seen. Because that is a joke for literally like dozens of people. Not more than 100. Just dozens of people.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, the algorithms found me. And I was like, fuck, this is too real. And then it just kept showing it to me, like, repeatedly. It still shows it to me all the time. And I'm like, they know somehow that part of me wants this dumb fucking shirt. Like, I don't know how they know, but they know. And it's
they have all your info. Of course they know. Because you bought a bunch of metal shirts online before.
Yeah, but I always do it in private browsing, like so they can't see that shit.
I mean,
like, and I have ad tracking blockers and shit.
Yeah, but like Salesforce software, dude.
Oh, well, believe me, I know there's ways of them to find out I like metal shirts, like for sure.
Like Salesforce software combined with all of the passive information gathering that Facebook, Instagram, all of those things do to you. Like, they know a lot. They know more about you than you know about yourself, Spencer.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah,
maybe that's true.
Like, I feel like instead of going to therapy, just like reviewing all of your internet history might provide more insight into actually who you are. I think that's true for most people.
Wow. Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. Or probably true. Well,
could be.
Yeah, what's new with you, Britt?
Not much. Something I did this week or last week with you was we finished up the motherfucking Police Academy series.
The motherfucking Police Academy series. We finished them.
We finally watched
all
number 7.
Yeah.
Mission to Moscow. And I want to know, because you had never seen really any of them before.
Well, the first
you had seen
one.
the first
I've
one
seen
or
the first
two
one.
when you were much younger.
So when I thought about it, actually, I've only ever seen the first one, and I have seen the first one multiple times. Like, so when I saw that one, I was like, yeah, I remember this movie.
Yeah. But what did you think? Having seen these films, I mean, I saw all of them multiple times except for 7, and I saw 7 for the first time like 2 years ago with my brother. What did you think?
I actually really enjoyed them overall. There is a goofy and like just naive nature to them. Like the jokes are so simple, and they never like punch up the jokes. Like it's always like, what is the simplest joke we can do? It's at all times.
Right. It's I mean, it's much the same process in which I write the bucket jokes. I'm like, I write jokes for people who are as dumb as I am. Yeah. Because I'm just that dumb. Yeah. And like, I
mean, as you do.
Yeah. And like, if I don't get it, no one else is going to get it.
I literally made not Tim Allen. I literally made a Home Improvement cross Alcest meme today. That's a joke for like fucking no one.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
It's just like
they're the same audience as these Seinfeld feats of strength.
Exactly. Exact same. Seinfeld, Sepultura, Alcest, and Home Improvement. You gotta make these connections that are important. We already talked about Tekken today. I mean, look at where we're at. But no, in terms of like Police Academy, I thought they were all really fun for the most part. I mean, there's some stinkers. There's some stretches that I feel like all of the films, at least except for 7, all of the films offer at least like some moments that are like, yeah, this is good. This is dumb. That's a kind of a funny joke, like or that premise is funny. But there are stretches of them that are unbearable.
Oh, absolutely. Like most of 2. Sucks.
A lot of 2 sucks. Yes,
7. All of 7.
All of 7
fucking
sucks.
Garbage.
Yeah. So let me rank them, and then I'll talk about why I ranked them like that. So my ranking of the 7, the Police Academy septology would that be a septology? I think it's yeah. I think so. I don't know. Correct us if we're wrong. I guess we're fucking dumb as shit. Anyways,
I never remember because September's the 9th month, but that's Nin.
Wake me up when September ends, okay, Britt? Anyways, oh yeah, it is the 9th month, isn't it? What the fuck is happening? Yeah. Anyways, Police Academy, I would rank them. My favorite Police Academy film, number 1 in my ranking, is Police Academy 3.
Agreed.
Number 2 would be Police Academy 4. Number 3 would be Police Academy 1. Number 4 is Police Academy
5.
I'm thinking 5. Yeah, 5.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, 5,
I don't
6.
know, 5 and 6 are
2, 7.
Yeah, that's about right.
Actually, no.
I would switch.
Oh no.
6 and 5.
Actually, I take that back. It's gonna go 3, 4, 1, 2.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
2, 6, 5, 7.
Interesting.
No, 2, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So I think I prefer 6 to 5. And also number 2 is my second from the bottom. I just like the second half of the film drags. Like
it does, and it's like that's the one where fucking that's the one where Harris goes into the horse's ass, right? Or Mauser goes into the horse's ass. Somebody goes into a horse's ass.
Yeah, I think it's Mauser.
Yeah, that joke sucks.
Yeah,
it isn't great.
Yeah, although we do have the introduction of Sweet Chuck, Proctor, and fucking what's his face, Zed in there.
Yes,
and
I ranked. Okay, let's talk about what my ranking first.
You put 2 up there because of Zed.
Because of Zed, yeah. Okay. That's why. But ultimately, like 3 is my favorite because 3 is like I feel like the most pure of them in the sense that like it has Zed as a major character. Sweet Chuck. It's very goofy and lighthearted. That's the one where they go back to the academy and they're like training the new batch of recruits. So it's like it's almost a remake of the first one in a lot of ways.
It's called 3 Back in Training.
Back in Training, yeah. It's almost a remake of the first one, but I feel like it's like it's the most pure Police Academy gets. Because it ends with this amazing jet ski chase scene that I just fucking love. It's set to this like jammin' 80s tunes. It's very goofy. It's very cheesy, but it's very, very fun. 4 is very similar to that. It's not as good, but it is really fun in the same sort of ways. And also it has a lot of Zed, which makes
so
it
much Zed.
really likable.
It's the most Zed of any of the films.
Yeah. There's Zed really... It's incredible.
Zed brings that one home. What was the chase at the end of that one?
I think that was the hot air balloon chase.
That's right. That was hot air balloon. Yeah, and then 5 was the boats.
Was
the fan boats.
Fan boats, yeah.
And then 5. 6 was a monster truck.
Right.
Which was awesome. And they just keep on upping the game until 7, and you're like, I mean, what can they do here? They got to like do fighter planes or something, and they don't. They don't do fucking anything.
Yeah, they don't do fucking anything. It sucks. Yeah. So 7's obviously the worst one. The other ones, like 5 and 6, lose a lot of the major characters, so they're not as good. But I feel like 6 is a tighter version of 5.
Sure.
For sure. 6 is definitely better than 5. And like 5... The only point I'll give it is like a Rene Auberjonois is a villain who plays Odo in Deep Space Nine. We love Odo. Yes. We love Deep Space Nine. So, I'll stand 5 simply for that. He plays the villain in it, and he gives an incredibly hammy performance.
Oh, the whole movie is super hammy.
It's like he's a fucking cartoon character. It's so dumb.
Like the actual crux of the plot is where... he slips
oh my God.
And a briefcase
comically flies in the air, lands directly next to another briefcase that looks exactly like it, and then Lassard picks up the other one and walks away. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It's such fucking dog shit.
So dumb. 5 sucks. 6 is better than 5.
Yeah.
But anyways, as a whole, Police Academy, very, very fun. I would say if you're gonna watch them, watch the first 4.
Yeah, 100%.
Just keep in mind 2 kind of sucks, but 3 and 4 make up for that. But you don't really need to watch the rest of them. But if you do, they're not so bad.
Like although 2 does suck, you do need to watch it
to know who the fuck Zed is and stuff.
Between 2 and 3 is like the only continuity between any of the films besides some of the characters returning.
Yeah, that's a really good fucking point.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they have some of the same jokes, and they never like mentioned that they're like callbacks. Like the Blue Oyster is in 3 of the films, and they never mention like 2 of the same characters go exactly to the same place, and they're like the second time they're like, oh, this place has got a good salad bar, and they end up in the exact same gay bar they got duped into going to like 2 films prior. I'm like, how?
That definitely happens. And also, like, we should probably talk about this. This is the last we're going to go into about Police Academy. But, okay, there is a scene in the very first film where the Commandant Lassard, who is the like leader of the Police Academy, gives a speech at a podium and gets his dick sucked by a prostitute hired by Mahoney. Yes. Mahoney is also under the platform while the hooker sucks his dick.
But it never shows the hooker sucking his dick, so one could presume that it's Mahoney actually giving the blowjob. And in my headcanon, that's exactly what happens.
It shows the prostitute like unzipping his pants.
Yeah,
it shows that part, and then it cuts away.
They could have shared the dick.
They could have shared the dick.
They could have been a double blowy.
Yeah, for sure.
Or one could have taken the balls. One could have taken the shaft. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
Or if he had a big enough hog, one could have done the shaft. One could have done the head. You know?
Yeah. That's true. Well, I mean, Lassard definitely had a big enough hog. Like for something like that. We all know. Yeah.
Lassard is packing just like a fucking meat hat.
Okay, so this is the part we need to talk about, though.
Yeah.
Lassard gets his dick sucked. It's a very comical scene where he's like giving a speech, and he's like, oh, and is like getting his fucking dick sucked, and then he comes, and that is whatever. Finishes his speech, and like goes to
finishes all right.
Yeah, he finishes all right, but then he goes to walk away from the podium. He never looks to see like who is under the podium. But he walks away from the podium, and then turns around, and Mahoney runs out from under the podium, and he's like, oh, and it is never brought up again.
It's not brought up again. However, at the end of the film, Mahoney receives an award and goes to give a speech. Mm-hmm. And as he's starting to give the speech, like, the hooker is under the podium and unzips his pants. Mm-hmm. And that's the final, like, joke of the film, right? Yeah. And so presumably, Lassard knew that it was actually the hooker who sucked his dick.
How would he know?
I don't know.
The only information he has is he sees Mahoney leave from under the podium. Right? That's the only thing he knows.
And so, but I was going to say, but the other thing is, like, he accidentally just hires the same prostitute to suck Mahoney's dick. Yeah. For no reason.
Yeah. Which is badass as shit. Yeah,
it rules. Like, hey, this dude saved the day. I'm going to just hire a prostitute to suck his fucking dick while he's giving a speech in public.
Because that's my new kink that I just learned about.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Because he did this to me, so I'm going to pay someone to do it to him. You know what would have been the best ending? Mm-hmm. Is if, like, Mahoney goes up to give the speech,
and Lassard comes out from under and
unzips his pants.
Amazing. Dude, that would have been next fucking level. That's for the reboot. They should do that joke. Like that's fucking. That's 2022 humor. Let's do it.
That's queer shit right there. I love that.
That's some good shit. Yeah, dude. But yeah, that's the best part of Police Academy. I think is that fucking joke.
It is. Besides Zed. Zed is
Zed is literally the best. Bobcat Goldthwait, you are a fucking legend.
Fucking god.
Fucking god. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Britt.
Yeah.
Can you hit us with a bucket fact?
I would love to hit you with a bucket fact, dog.
Bucket fact, 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 bucket fact.
Today we're going to talk about Buckethead's vocal songs.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, he's performed a ton of music with vocalists, including Guns N' Roses, his project Buckethead and Friends, produced by Serge Tankian, The Deli Creeps, and many more. However, something we rarely hear is Buckethead himself singing.
True.
So his vocals are most prominent on his 1997 album, with his project with Brian Mantilla called Pieces, called I Need 5 Minutes Alone. Is the song
5 Minutes Alone?
Or that's the name of the album. The album opens with a song called The Pieces Monologue, which is about a minute and a half entirely of Buckethead singing and speaking. The songs on the album All Wait and General Butterfly also have his voice, but his most complete vocal song on the album is Danielle, an acoustic song about saving Danielle Cheeks, a former porn actress whom Brain had been a fan of.
What?
You heard that correct.
Okay. I mean, okay, this lends some credence to that.
The porn thing?
The porn.
So here's,
which was a fake story, I know.
Yeah.
But like,
so Brian himself in an interview said that porn thing never happened. Buckethead was never watching porn for inspiration. And in fact, it was him that had done that.
What?
Yeah, and he said he said that he had, and like it went back to in 1998 he was on like a very early type of like music streaming thing with Primus, and there's like he's just like hanging out watching porn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that seems like hanging out and watching porn seems like a thing you would do with the guys from Primus, though.
Right.
Like that,
but you know, you figure it's probably more the stuff that Les makes at home with
that whole band jacks off together, though. Like for sure, like they're in the tour bus just jacking off together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like a triangle jerk. It's not really a circle with just three guys. I mean, do you think they have like? Do you think they just have like rotating like drummers come in and jerk off with them, or?
I mean, they're still touring, so we have to imagine. Yeah.
Do you think that they like play Rush while they're doing it, or their own?
Definitely,
music?
Definitely Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least on this tour.
And they use the Rush poppers too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
2,112 of them. Rush 2112.
Jesus Christ.
You know they call me the jerkin man. I guess that's what I am. So aside from this, we get weird murmurs and occasional words in songs, such as "Who, Me?" off of Acoustic Shards and a few tracks on Buckethead Land 2. Mm-hmm. Although on Buckethead Land 2, his voice work is credited entirely to the mysterious Albert.
Oh.
Indeed.
Bucket fact.
Bucket fact.
We listened to 3 more fucking Pikes this week. How about
Fucking
that?
3 more, baby.
Pikes 148, 149, and
150.
Invisible Forest, Chickencoopscope, and Heaven is Your Home for my father, Thomas Manley Carrol, respectively.
Hell yes. Pike 148.
Invisable Forest.
Yes.
And it's pronounced Invisable, like A-B-L-E instead of I-B-L-E.
Yes.
Released on June 17th, 2015, just 4 days after Popcorn Shells.
4 fucking days.
4 fucking days. So this one is split up into 6 different tracks called Step 1 through Step 6.
Though it is all cut as though it is one big song.
Definitely.
Like it doesn't, there's no... It's one big song.
Yeah, everything flows into the next song, and it's all very much the same idea, and that idea is David Gilmour's guitar tones.
Sure.
And
I mean,
David
a lot of
Gilmour's
people,
solos.
a lot of people on the internet were saying things like that, talking about Pink Floyd.
It definitely sounded like 80s Pink Floyd the whole way through.
Sure. I mean, it's just like slow, emotive guitar.
Yeah, but I mean, but also with like...
Oh, you're kicking the camera, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah. This album was fine.
Yeah, this album is fine. It is definitely it is a slow, emotive guitar rock album, and there are some pretty nice leads in it. Not gonna lie, it's kind of background music.
Yeah,
It's one of the more popular styles of Pike. Like this Pike and Pike 150 were, they had a lot of views, a lot of comments.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess I get. Like he's good at that like emotive playing. However, I am very thankful like this isn't all Buckethead does, because he's good at this, but it's like it's something I find kind of boring, especially after being exposed to so much fucking Pink Floyd in my youth.
Sure, yeah, that's understandable.
You know, you just like after a while.
Sometimes you wish you weren't here.
Shut up, you crazy diamond.
Oh, fuck. Animal.
Yeah, it's it's fine.
Yeah,
it's not great. I put it like directly in the middle of Buckethead's output.
Sure.
It's not bad. There's
It's not
nothing bad about
No.
it.
No, certainly.
It's just like, I don't know. If I want to listen to fucking David Gilmour ripping solos in the 80s, I won't.
David Gilmour ripped a lot more than solos. And I am talking about farts, baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who do you think farted the most in Pink Floyd?
Oh, fucking Roger Waters for sure.
Yeah,
Dude's such a hippie, and hippies are always be farting.
Yeah, Roger Waters is like very leftist, and as a leftist myself, I be farting all the time. Like, it goes along with the politics.
I mean, it's the lentils, really. Like, legumes, like...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the broccoli. It's known.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like show me like a conservative radio talk show host that eats vegetables that make you fart. show me a single like Sean Hannity or his ilk that knows what the fuck insoluble fiber is. Like, that shit doesn't exist. Like, no, if you gave them like some Metamucil powder, they'd probably try to snort it.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's fucking doofuses. Like,
yeah, you hate to see it.
You only get that weird sort of like ultra flabby Republican body if you're just not eating enough fiber, right?
Yeah, because you just eat all this like processed shit and like I don't
Processed
know.
shit and steak.
Yeah.
It's like all if you subsist on fucking like steak and sides from Ruth's Chris, like
Can we talk about fucking Ruth's Chris for a second? Because like it is the
name?
worst name for a place ever. It took me like months to like just wrap my mind around what the fuck was happening.
do you know the explanation of it?
Yes, I do.
So yeah, it was
Yes.
it was named after like this lady's son named Chris, and her name was Ruth. So it's Ruth's Chris. It's her Chris Steakhouse.
My mind hurts.
Now I think it would be even better if they tried to make it even more complicated and call it Ruth's Chris's Steakhouse.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's a single fucking customer of that place that can pronounce the name correctly.
I doubt like even the hostess like.
Yeah, they're like,
Hey, Ruth Chris's steak. Fuck. Whoops.
yeah, they'll call back if it's really important. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking hard, man. It's hard out here being a Ruth's Chris.
And you know what? Speaking of steakhouses, I think this is steakhouse music.
I don't think it's steakhouse music. It's
Really?
fucking it's the for the area where they hold weddings. It's the music that they play during the like where the I don't know, during the wedding, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't fucking understand weddings. Like who gets married? What are you doing?
I feel like there's only like 3 types of steakhouses though, and all of them have like their different soundtracks. Like you got like the Lone Star Steakhouse and shit like that.
Okay.
Obviously they're playing country in there.
You got the Brazilian steakhouse. Obviously they're playing Roots by Sepultura.
Yeah, obviously, and doing capoeira to the steaks.
Yeah, obviously.
That's how they. That's how they.
Duh.
You know, that's how they tenderize them. Is they beat them up with dance.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even think about Brazilian steakhouses. Add that 4 types of steakhouses. Right? So you got the Texas, you got the Brazilian or Argentinian, whatever. Who cares?
Okay. They probably care, but
Yeah.
you know. Okay.
You got your your fucking like classic old man steakhouse.
Okay.
And that shit plays only like the Rat Pack stuff. You know.
Okay.
They're playing like Dino, they're playing Frank Sinatra, they're playing Michael Bublé if they have to play new music, and it's all dog shit. You know, I hate those places.
Okay. What about like Benihana?
That's not a steakhouse.
I'm pretty sure it's in the name. I'm pretty sure it's a steakhouse.
Shut the fuck up, Spencer.
Stop
adding steakhouses to my goddamn. I'm talking about.
You're the one that didn't think
talking-
out your fucking list. You're kicking the goddamn camera again.
Actually, I think that made
That's
it better.
fine.
That's it's better now.
No, it's fine. But like, you didn't think out your fucking steak list, obviously.
No. I think you made a mistake, Spencer.
Yeah.
So I have stakes in this argument.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But so anyway, the last type of steakhouse before you add another fucking nationality of steakhouse that may or may not exist here, is going to be just your regular steakhouse, and they play nothing but classic rock.
Okay.
So-
Really? No, I when I think of a steakhouse, I think of a place that has like, I don't know, it's like one of those upper fancy places where there's like the mood lighting, and they usually have like, I don't know, it's playing like either smooth jazz or like classical or something.
You're talking about the type of place that only plays like Frank Sinatra and that shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
and
the
it's
old
like
man
and it's
steakhouse.
Like, yeah, and you
No,
like
I'm talking about the
it's like
pedestrian.
$30 a plate.
I'm talking pedestrian like Sizzler Steakhouse.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is
I'm not-
Sizzler a steakhouse?
Or like fucking, I don't know, Golden Corral is technically a steakhouse.
Oh, okay, I guess like, are you talking about like the TGI Fridays, Applebee's,
Yeah,
like
I think
that
I
kind
think
of
Sizzler's
shit?
a steakhouse, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Sizzler is like a fucking Applebee's kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're known for steak. That's why it's called Sizzler. They're known for grilling shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never been to a Sizzler. You know, I wanted to go to one when I was
Dude,
a kid.
there's
but, like,
one in
in
Tukwila.
Tukwila, yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
You should go to
I don't
Sizzler.
know.
Faggot.
Okay, that might actually get us. Don't say that on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. Whatever. Pike 149.
Yeah. Regardless of what kind of steakhouse this is playing in, they definitely only serve like Miller Lite.
Oh, okay. And what about like I keep wanting to say Michelin, but it's not that.
Michelob.
Yeah,
Michelob.
that's what I meant. Michelob Ultra. Yeah. Yeah, have you ever had a Michelob Ultra?
I like Michelob actually. Michelob drinks pretty easy. Michelob Ultra is like way too light.
It's like it's like dirty water.
Michelob for a beer made by Busch doesn't suck. Most of their beers fucking suck.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I like a beer in that realm. I like to, you know what my favorite one is, honestly, is Corona. In that realm, I like a Corona with a lime. I'm a basic bitch.
I guess so. Like, there's so many better like Mexican beers though.
True. I mean, like there are
like Victoria, Sol. Like there's Modelo, Dos Equis.
I love Modelo.
Yeah,
Modelo's great. Modelo with a lime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. So good.
Like, no, fucking Corona's bottom of the barrel.
Corona's fine. It's in the same realm as those beers. I like a Mexican beer with a lime.
Corona is the COVID-19 of beers. You can quote me on that.
Okay.
Think about it.
I will 100% think about that, Britt. Thank you for that. Everyone thanks you for that. We all like that. Yeah.
Type 149, Chickencoopscope, one word, Chickencoopscope.
Chickencoopscope.
Released on June 18th, 2015, the very next day after Invisable Forest.
The very next day.
This one was interesting.
Yeah.
The one thing that kind of remained the same throughout was the drums.
Yeah.
And they were like super in the front of the mix.
Yeah, and they're well programmed too, yeah.
Well programmed, but they did not work at all on the first song. They overpowered everything in the mix, and it was terrible.
The album got better as it went along,
absolutely.
I would say. And it ended up becoming, I think, my favorite of the three this week.
I
really liked the funkier parts in this one. They were really fresh, and it was a style of like funk stuff that I don't think I've really heard much of from him, which felt fresh.
He did some interesting stuff, especially on track 4, Wire Reflections. He starts out the song with these palm-muted scale runs that are insanely fast, and I have no idea how he picked them while palm-muting. Like, it's very impressive.
It's very impressive.
And then he breaks into like a really cool, funky scratch and picking thing. And I would agree. This is probably the best album this week. Super funky, super fun. The first song, like, it almost lost me. Like, first song, I'm like, God, I hope not everything's like this. And then the drums come in on the second one. I'm like, God damn it, it's the same drums. But then he hits us with way heavier tones that actually fit in the mix instead of getting drowned out by the fucking drums. Oh my God.
Yeah. I would agree.
But yeah, it definitely got better up until track 4, which is definitely the standout track this week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And
that's a banger.
Yeah.
No,
it's really fucking good.
Yeah. So we're going to go back to steakhouses for a second because you forgot, and chat pointed out, Outback Steakhouse.
God damn it,
dude!
Shut the fuck up!
Your steakhouse list, not gonna lie, it sucks. And I'm still caught up on it because I'm like,
I'm sorry. Can I requalify this? Okay, going back, 3 types of American steakhouses.
I'm pretty sure Outback Steakhouse is an American company.
It's the Outback Steakhouse, Spencer. It doesn't matter if it's an American company. Benihana is probably American too, but it's a Japanese fucking steakhouse.
You're having a real bloomin' onion about this, okay?
You son of a bitch.
All right. Anyways, we were talking about Pike 148, Chickencoopscope.
149.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pike 149, Chickencoopscope.
It's all good. So,
Chickencoopscope.
Yeah, this one's separated into 5 tracks. They were all pretty good.
Yeah.
Except for the first one.
Yeah.
As I said, the drums, dog shit. 4, best song. Song 5, The Wonders of Feathers, got like pretty reverby. The guitar tone changed up a bit. He was using some different effects. It was a nice way to end out the album, I'd say.
I would agree. Yeah. I liked the way that it progressed. It was pretty good. I would say that one, you should listen to that one if you are listening to the Pikes. It's a worthy listen. As a soundtrack, it is taco truck music.
Interesting. I thought it'd go on an indoor roller coaster through like a funky chicken coop, you know? Where like
But what if it was just like a really big taco truck and like they were just making tacos?
Chicken tacos?
Sure.
All right.
It
guess
has energy, you know, which is like I feel like it's cool. Like
I feel like there's not a whole lot of I don't know, like Mexican or Hispanic energy to this at all. Latin energy. No,
I guess that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Maybe we're stealing valor a little bit with that that taco truck.
Stealing taco valor.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Pike 150.
Yeah.
Let's bring down this mood a little bit here. This one's called Heaven is Your Home for My Father, Thomas Manley Carrol.
Oh, yeah.
His Buckethead's father passed about 9 months before this pike was released.
True, yes.
The first pike that he released after his father's death was Pike 78, which is one of the very few untitled pikes.
Mm-hmm.
And most people assume that is the reason it is untitled.
Yes. This is a very emotive, guitar-centric record in the style of Pike 148. It is very...
It's even slower than 148, definitely.
It is, certainly, yeah.
It reminds me a lot of his tribute Pike for his mother.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Which was released about a year and change earlier.
This one, I will say, to its credit, does have a little bit of dynamics. Later on in the record, towards the end, it does change up a little bit. It's all very emotive and all very sad.
Yeah, and so I actually, I was interested in this, so I did a little bit of research, and I went and found the local newspaper story, his obituary, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And the comments were open on it, and a lot of different people commented. And he was the athletic director for a high school for 40 years of his life.
Whoa.
From, the early 70s or something, up until 1 year before his death is when he retired.
Whoa.
I know, right? And so he touched a lot of people's lives. Like, there was so much love for that guy coming out there. Like, a bunch of people described him as like a very fair, honest, like hardworking dude. He was like kind to everybody, and he always had like a chewed but like very rarely lit cigar in his mouth, which is like a very specific type of person that I think is fun to envision.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What a character.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see it.
Yeah. In the chat, they say they're boning downstairs, headboard on the wall.
No, they're definitely hanging something.
Yeah.
It's definitely hanging something.
I mean, unless they're unless they're like thrusting like 11 times and then they come, and then a couple minutes later it's like 5 more thrusts, just as hard as possible.
Yeah.
I fuck efficiently, baby. 5 pump dump, baby.
Speaking of which, okay, I'm sorry, we got to go back to Pike 149 for a moment here.
Okay.
Because when I was listening to this, like towards the end of that record, it gets super, super funky, and like it's very funky music. And so I was just like kind of dancing around my apartment. I was stoned, okay? I was dancing around my apartment. I was also just wearing my underwear because like I don't give a fuck when I'm hanging out in my apartment. It's tight, And like I started just like, I was curious, and I just started doing some like sex moves, just to like see what it would feel like to have sex to that music and like have funky sex. Because like funky sex is not really a thing that
were
people
they sex
have.
moves, or were they like Bob Seger-esque night moves?
We don't speak his name here.
Oh, is he the one whose name shall not be spoken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't talk about BS here.
That's my initials. Fuck!
No! Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's terrible. But, funky sex is just not really a thing, It's like, I don't know. It could be, but it's so weird.
Dude, Bootsy, have you seen Bootsy Collins' wife? Oh, there's gotta be some funky sex going on there. Imagine the pipe that motherfucker lays.
I know.
Right?
I know. God. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if he ever like went out with Buckethead and they like, I wonder if Buckethead and Bootsy Collins ever went to a strip club together.
Dude,
because that would be the most incredible. Like if I got to choose like a moment to go hang out with Buckethead, it would be that moment, and I would just want to see that.
That would be especially if he like had Herbie tip everybody.
Oh my God!
Hand
Yes,
puppet.
yes, yes. Hand puppet in the strip club. Yes.
Yeah, are you allowed to bring puppets in the strip club?
I need to know. I gotta find out.
Do I have to text my stripper friends again and find out, Spencer?
Let's do some research and get back to it. Yeah, yeah, please.
Right.
I would imagine they would just be they would just go along with it as long as it wasn't like the.
Yeah, as long as you weren't trying to like stick your fucking Muppet up their pussy.
Oh my God! Is there
Muppet porn?
Well, I mean, specifically like human X Muppet.
Yeah, because I mean,
porn.
there's definitely Rule 34 porn.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Rule 34 Muppet stuff.
Well, I mean,
just
definitely. Like the
illustrations.
background of my phone for a long time was like that Kermit with a huge dick.
Sick.
You know?
Do you think there's like Rule 34 stuff like where they're actually puppets though, like pictures of puppets?
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
No, but like I want to see like a person fuck a Muppet.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
I know.
Dude,
Like,
that's
does
all
that
sorts of
exist?
fucked up.
If you have seen that or find that, send that to me at New Metal Karate Society Instagram. Send it to me. I want to see it. Thanks.
I don't.
Oh, I'll send it to you too.
him.
I mean, like,
Don't-
I'm immediately gonna
do
send it
not.
to Britt. Like, so I mean,
Why?
please send it to me. But like,
Why?
I'm just gonna send it to Britt too
Why?
because Britt needs to
Don't.
experience
Why?
it. Because we talked about this earlier. Manifesting things we talk about on the podcast in reality is a whole ass vibe, and we're gonna do it as many times as we can. You walked by the sock store.
How am I gonna avoid the sock store? It's like in the middle of downtown. Like,
That is true. That is true.
it's-
Yeah.
what?
Anyways, Pike 150 was it was a slow, a beautiful, emotive record. A lot of the comments on it were it was people sharing things about people they lost,
Yeah.
and like kind of coming together about that, which is really nice and wholesome. And I don't want to poke too much fun at that, so the comments that we'll be talking about don't come from that particular record.
That makes sense. I mean, this is definitely, something that meant a lot to Buckethead.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I think it'd be respectful to not tread too harshly on that ground.
100%.
But it was
100%.
it was a good album.
Yeah.
As I said, it reminded me a lot of his other kind of tribute albums. It's
Certainly,
not
yeah.
my favorite mode of Buckethead, but bots love this shit.
They
Bots
do,
love this more
and
than
it's
anything.
a really popular one, and I understand why.
Yeah.
It is a very important Pike for a lot of reasons,
And-
and
maybe going back and listening to this at a point where I'm grieving might make it make a lot more sense to me.
yeah, I would say that. Too.
Yeah, because I mean,
probably.
this album obviously comes from a very specific place in Buckethead's life, which I have not experienced. Both of my parents are still alive,
yeah, same.
and so I just don't know. I don't know until I know. So
Yeah, just like Biggie said. So I would say we don't really need to say what that's a soundtrack to. It's already very clearly defined. So we're just going to leave that as it is. And I was wondering, Britt,
yeah,
would you like to go on a journey with me?
a journey. Why? Wherefore to, my friend?
Why, to the Bucket Void.
Statements from the Bucket
Oh, my God. We're here. Oh, wow. We're here. We made it. We made it all the way here. It took so long, but we're here.
Oh, boy.
This is the part of the show where we like to, shine a light into the dark parts of the world, the internet, the anus of the internet, if you will. YouTube comment sections.
Yeah, that is definitely I mean the butthole, like it's a source of pleasure though, so I don't know if we can really count that as the butthole.
Well, these comments are both a source of, bad stuff and good stuff.
I don't think there's anything good here. I think it's the taint. I think it's the
Oh, yeah,
completely
okay.
useless, like forgotten part of the body that's only there to get hairy and dirty.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
that's what the YouTube
true.
comments really are.
Yeah. Speaking of hairy and dirty, YouTube user Beeltram169 says,
Yeah,
1
nice.
year ago, I try listening to other stuff, then I realize I need more Bucket. No one compares. The fact is, everyone else is great. Led Zepp, Floyd, Hendrix, etc. The Bucket, unbelievable.
Okay, yeah. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, sure.
Bucket is... I do still sometimes have a hard time believing Buckethead exists.
Yeah.
Like, even though I am very, very sure he is a living, breathing human being,
Mm-hmm.
still sometimes I'm like...
You ever think you're just in a fight club?
Yeah,
Like,
right? Like,
yeah.
like are you actually me? And is
Yeah.
this podcast actually just my psyche?
Oh,
Is this
dude,
my
it's
inner
hard.
monologue? Is this
who's
my
the-
inner dialogue?
Who's the main character? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I know. Asking the real
it's
questions,
you, listener.
Yeah.
It's you. This podcast
You're
doesn't
making us
exist.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Britton Ryan Straw? Like, that's a real name? Get the fuck out of here.
New Metal Karate Society? This is fake.
Yeah, come on.
100. This is, no one would do this.
This is as
no
fake
one,
as a karate gi with the Saint Anger fist on the back of
which
it.
I definitely didn't see at a Fred Meyer
No,
in
you
Shoreline,
didn't.
Washington in 2018.
No possible way you could have.
No possible way. No one, no person ever will make 50 episodes of a Buckethead podcast.
It's
never gonna
ridiculous.
happen.
Ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden. Okay? The
got-
Joker.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
This is our Tyler Durden burden. This is your Tyler Durden burden. All right?
Speaking of Tyler Durden, YouTube user Bacchus Andonius says, I have no idea what this type of slow emotional rock is called.
I think you just called it.
I think it's called slow emotional rock.
You did it. Holy shit.
Yeah, wow. How
Look
did
at-
you not know?
Look
It
at-
was right there.
Look at Mr. All Music over here
I
calling the
know.
shots on genres.
Holy
Great
shit.
fucking job,
Nailed
asshole.
it.
Oh.
Nailed it. Walker Farnsworth says 11 months ago, friend, what genre does Buckethead fall under? Me, yes.
Okay.
Tammy Marshall has a different idea, though, and responds, I'd say mostly blues.
Okay, shut the fuck up. I mean,
Shut the fuck up, Tammy.
He uses the blues scale often enough, but it's and some of his stuff is bluesy, but it is rare as fuck, if ever, that he plays an actual like blues progression. A 12, 16, 20,
Yeah.
24 bar blues, that like never
Yeah.
happens.
That's true.
Like
That's
he never
true.
plays
It's not
the
common.
1 4 5 4 fucking blues.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bernardo Bergerson says 6 years ago, did his dad really pass?
Yeah. Yes, dead.
Yeah, his dad really passed.
Pass.
But
past gas, that is.
Hey,
Fart.
fart talk. Miss Misanthrope 1 says,
Don't hate that name. It's fun. Oh, wait a second. No, she stole that from a fucking Pink album.
oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I miscalled it. Mr. Misanthrope 1
Oh, I like that better. Okay.
says 5 years ago, my chickens and I love this pike. My rooster flaps his wings and crows when he listens to this.
Well, I say.
Dogmachine says, I'm glad that this happens.
What kind of dog machine do you think that is?
Dude,
You think it's like a
it's
fuck machine?
Dude, yes, it is a dog machine. So it probably like consumes food and shits. That's what I would imagine a dog machine does.
Okay. So I was thinking like a fuck machine, like a fucking pocket pussy on something that like jerks off a dog.
Oh, that kind of dog machine.
Like an automatic like dog jerker offer, so you can stud dogs and breed dogs.
Yeah, totally. I mean, as you do, you got to stud these dogs.
Yeah, because
what are you gonna do? You got all these dogs. You got to stud them.
Yeah,
you don't have time to be jerking them off by hand all day.
And you can't stud them like a battle jacket.
No,
it's
kill
not the dog.
Exactly, it's not like a battle jacket.
No,
so you're like, all right, I got to get this dog jerker offer. So you type into AliExpress, dog jerker offer.
Or just Dogmachine.
Or just Dogmachine. And then a lot's going to come up. If you type Dogmachine into AliExpress, you're going to get a lot of results. You're going to get a lot of different stuff. But, Dogmachine sex maybe is what you need to type in order to get
the
proper.
Or dog fucking machine or dog jerker.
Dog jerker. Yeah, dog jerker.
Although ordering it from AliExpress, you might get dog jerky.
You said it. No, you're right. Yeah, I love the idea of a dog machine.
Yeah, Dogmachine, by the way, is a great, if Ministry had another band name, it would be Dogmachine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That you're right.
Yeah.
It's that style of music for sure, like 90s industrial, 1000%. Ah, it's so good. Yeah. We gotta start a band called Dogmachine, make some songs for the show.
Hell yeah.
It could be good. This is
It's just going to end up sounding like Primus, though. It's like Industrial Primus.
Whoa! Industrial Primus is the name of the episode.
As opposed to commercial and residential Primus.
Yeah, this is zoned industrial Primus.
Yes.
You must comply with zoning. If you need to change the zoning of this particular area for any particular reason, you need to talk to the city manager and get approval.
Or the Primus zoning board. Or the Spenser.zoning board.
Oh, hey. Bernardo Bergerson returns.
Oh, no.
Says, quote, "Holy shit, serious. I'm here again because this is simply out of this world. Had a dream. The Buckethead was in my house cooking meat for me. The awesome way he is. And then we had dinner together. Woke up and I really felt I needed to hear some Pikes again. Brings meaning to my ears."
Meaning to your ears?
Yeah.
So, hearing things isn't meaning enough? I like that.
You're drawing meaning from sound when you're hearing stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. But
when I hear toilet sounds, I draw meaning from that.
That's fair. Toilet sounds are fun.
Yeah, they're great. One of my at work, we have all these speakers that you can connect to with your phone if you know the passwords. But I've worked there for so long that I know the passwords to all the speakers. So as a result, anywhere I am in the store when I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, I can connect to any of the speakers in the store, and I can make them play anything that I want, which is amazing.
I bet.
So when there's a certain work area where me and my coworkers do a lot of work for the particular team that I'm on, and I connect to the speaker in there sometimes and just make it play fart sounds at maximum volume. Because it's fucking amazing. It's just all of a sudden you'll be walking by and you'll hear a muffled
This is incredibly immature.
It's so good, and it's a lovely time. So hey, that's a recommendation for all y'all out there. Send fart sounds to your coworkers. But anyways, Bernardo Bergerson, he left that comment 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. Well, he returned to the comment.
Oh wow!
2 years later.
Wow!
So 4 years ago, and left this follow-up comment to clarify something I think we really needed to understand for context.
Clear this up for us.
So, Bernardo Bergerson says 4 years ago, "No homo, BTW."
Did it take him 2 years to figure out that Wait, I'm sorry. What was supposed to sound homo?
No part of it.
Well, no, can you read back the original comment?
Yeah. Let's read back the original comment.
I want to try to decipher what he thinks could have been homosexual about this.
So, Bernardo Bergerson, what he said, "Holy shit, serious. I'm here again because this is simply out of this world. Had a dream that Buckethead was in my house cooking meat for me, the awesome way he is. And then we had dinner together. Woke up and I really felt I needed to hear some Pikes again. Brings meaning to my ears." I think he like, it does kind of imply that he had sex with Buckethead in his dream. Like, I like that. I mean, like
Buckethead just cooks dinner for him. Like,
but then they had dinner, and then he woke up. Like,
yeah. Do you ever eat a meal and then sleep and then wake up the next day?
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's
sounds pretty gay, Spenser.
That's just where I think
pretty fucking gay of
that's
you.
where I think he's going. Okay. Where do you think he's going with it? That's why he's like no homo.
It took him 2 fucking years. Like he's just like
I like that was in the back of his mind for like 2 years, and he's like, oh man, I really like hope those people in that comment section on that Buckethead video don't think I'm gay.
He just spent 2 years without the internet, like as a park ranger or something with no signal.
Yeah.
And, like every day he wakes up,
Yeah.
he's like, God damn it, those motherfuckers on the Buckethead, the YouTube, they think I'm a fucking F word.
Yeah.
Like, and he fucking like the moment he gets back to civilization, he finds a computer,
and he's like looking through all of them to find the comment because he's like, I don't remember where I left that. Where is it? Yeah, pretty good,
Bernard.
Yeah,
I gotta say, you're gay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're probably gay. Your dream was about having sex with Buckethead, and that's cool. I'm glad that like you wanted to have gay sex. You should pursue that.
Yes, homo, Bernard. Yes, homo.
Yes, homo.
Yes.
YouTube user Ken Heinrich says 6 years ago, "Oh, my speak to text screwed me again. It said spikes when I meant pikes. Does it all the time."
I mean, how often is he using speech to text?
So here's the thing: he wasn't responding to a comment. Like there was no previous comment to this. He didn't have another comment on the thread. So it was
I love that.
That's why I liked it too. It's like he's like saying this information about his trouble using his phone to no one in the Buckethead comment section. It's great.
Yeah, that's just like a fucking like someone showing up in the comment section for Buckethead being like, had trouble starting my car today. Like,
yeah.
And?
Okay. Yeah.
What does that have to do with fucking anything?
Yeah. What does it have to do with anything?
I bet he and Bernard suck each other's dicks.
Yeah, they gotta.
Yeah, yes.
YouTube user Palmer Eldritch 2 years ago brings down the mood and says, "When the biosphere finally collapses and we face our own long night at the end, I will be sitting in the dark listening to Buckethead."
Yeah, okay. So you think climate change is going to destroy our world and somehow you're still going to have like ample power to listen to Buckethead at all times?
Yeah,
like,
maybe not going to be the reality, but
this is an interesting like end times fucking day after tomorrow scenario where somehow like society collapses, but you still have like fucking YouTube and shit.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have YouTube at the end.
Yeah, I feel like the way we're going, like YouTube is going to be like there long after humans are. Like,
oh, for sure.
When the aliens come and like discover our fucking crumbling civilization, or completely crumbled civilization, our extinct civilization, they're going to look at the YouTube comments and be like, "Oh, that's why they ended."
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%.
It's not going to be a mystery at all.
Yeah. Okay, so I know I said earlier we weren't going to talk about comments from Pike 150, but we are going to talk about one comment
Well, you
from
already
Pike
did
150.
one. Asking if his dad had passed.
That was not on Pike 150.
What?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
That was on Pike 149, yes.
Why?
That's why it was funny.
That's a what? Okay, fine, go.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Okay. Anyways, so there were a lot of really nice, respectful, beautiful comments, like talking about people who had passed, talking about Buckethead's father, just respectful, like nice things. And then YouTube user Benja F 3 years ago leaves a very different comment and says they leave a timestamp at the beginning, 3:15. OMG, this part is orgasmic. Yeah. I have never heard something like this before. They all caps orgasmic. This is beautiful.
Hey Spenser, have you ever came to a tribute album for someone's dead father?
Benja F has.
Apparently so. Like,
Just tight. I like to imagine they were just baiting while listening, and then like came and then like was like, oh, wow, this music is nice.
or do you think they had like the obituary pulled up and they
Like, oh, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah.
That's dark. Okay. A extremely Polish name that I'm not even gonna try to fucking pronounce says 1 year ago, edited. My only god is Buckethead. I was an anti-theist, but now I'm a Bucketheadist. Hell yeah.
That's probably Richard Dawkins, huh?
Yeah, probably. Like, I love that they said anti-theist.
Yeah.
That's really good. That is a metal dork right there. That dude fucks with black metal.
Mm-hmm.
That dude listens to so much fucking black metal. Like, there's no way. Fucking A. I just think that's a funny comment. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Now we have a visit from our friend.
Oh,
We do. We have two visits from our friend. I'm going to read one and you're going to read the other.
hell yeah.
And I'll send you the one you're going to read.
Here we go.
Master of the ship key, a bucket bot divine.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So this is, I think this is also a comment from Pike 150. Actually. So 2 comments. It says Jordan Vine, our friend, says 3 years ago. Wonderful, lovely, sublime, and extremely beautiful. Buckethead touches the heart and soul so fucking easily.
Hell yeah.
Magnificent.
Mm-hmm. That was Jordan Vine?
That's Jordan Vine.
That's not Jordan Vine.
That's Jordan Vine.
What happened to his keyboard?
All lower caps.
Did the shift key just finally give up?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think this was his way of leaving a respectful comment because, like, it is a respectful comment,
Yeah.
and I love that he still included a fucking, you know,
Yeah.
like he
I mean,
has the
stuck with
right
the
energy.
Yeah, yeah.
He just has that right energy, and like,
Yeah.
you know,
Did someone like give him Quaaludes or something?
oh yeah, maybe like he was about to go to sleep, like. Or,
Do you think Jordan Vine sleeps?
I think he eventually passes out. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that
like
makes more sense.
he loses energy at some point.
Yeah.
Like, but no, he is a true keyboard warrior, as seen with the other comment that I found from him this week, that I've shared with you.
There's only 2 words here that are not all uppercase.
You don't have to scream them. You can just channel the energy in the way, like, we don't need to be super loud.
It's okay.
Okay.
Buckethead is without doubt,
Or
any hesitation, the best, greatest guitarist to ever exist. Buckethead forever.
Wow, thanks for that, Britt. That was really beautiful. You really channeled the right energy with that, and
sometimes I just feel that Jordan Vine.
sometimes you just feel that
welling
Jordan
up
Vine.
inside, you know.
Yeah, welling up inside you.
No homo. Oh yes, actually yes. Homo.
Yes, homo. Yes,
Yes,
homo.
homo.
We big yes, homo here.
Yes.
Yes. We're gonna close things off with a statement from the Britain Boyd, and we're not doing the song. We're not doing the song. Shut up. No song. No, we're just ending. No, don't sing it. Shut up. It's not happening. This is it. And like you stand. Fuck off. On fucking September 22nd. 2021
Ooh,
at
recent.
6:50 p.m.
Yeah.
You texted me, one day you're going to shave your mustache and get LASIK, only to realize you've transformed into a much less beloved version of Weird Al. Thanks, Britt.
Statements from the Bucket
I mean, no shade. You just have like Weird Al's hair. And
Yeah,
like he's just the most beloved person.
He's
So
the most beloved Weird Al for sure.
no matter how like beloved you would be as a version of Weird Al, you could never reach his level.
Yeah, I don't think weird can be mine. Like, I could be perverted Spence.
Ooh, strange Spenser.
Strange Spencer.
Stay away
Ooh,
from that Spencer.
Strange Spencer.
Stay away from that
Ooh,
Al.
I like that. Yeah. He's weird. Yeah.
Maladjusted Al.
Yeah. We love to see it. We love to see a local pervert. Speaking of local perverts, Britt, what do you have to recommend me this week?
Ooh, I got a big recommendation this week. So as you know, I don't really like video games.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. Well, I mean, sort of. You used to play more games than you do now.
I did. It's
Yeah,
something
I remember
that
when we first met, you played quite a bit of games.
Yeah, interest in gaming, it definitely has waned for me. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think a lot of it is like the games they make today really aren't, I mean, they're not really made for me. Like, a lot of them are super action-packed. There's just, like, a lot of stuff, and, like, that's fine, but to give you an idea of the games I like my very favorite game of all time is got to be Shadow of Colossus.
Okay.
It's like super atmospheric.
Yeah.
There's a really kind of loose storyline, but more than anything, it's getting lost in a big, crazy atmosphere.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. I like that too.
And so with that, I have to make a huge recommendation, if you're into that type of thing, for Kingdom Come Deliverance from 2018.
Tell me more about this game. I remember when they did a Kickstarter for this game because it was supposed to be like a hyper-realistic medieval simulator.
Yes, and that is exactly what it is. So the best way I can describe it to people is it's a lot like Skyrim in terms of gameplay and how everything is structured, but instead of magic and exciting quests, you get lost a lot. People hate you if you don't bathe. You learn a whole bunch about early 15th century Hungarian and Czech politics in relation to the Holy Roman Empire. And instead of dragons, they have period-accurate architecture.
Dude, that fucks.
Dude, the game is paced like a 5-part episode of Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
Rock.
In that it is methodical, very historical, and just slow as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Nice.
Like, you'll spend like 5 hours just trying to find a poacher who's like poaching the Lord's rabbits. And then like, you'll get nothing for it. You'll get nothing. The guy will be like, well, I was going to pay you, but it took you too long. And you're like, fuck! Well, I guess that's kind of realistic. God damn it. I hate how good this game is. Like,
Nice.
but yeah, if you're
pretty
into
rad.
like history, like big into history and like Skyrim type gameplay, it's like that, but like a lot better. Like the combat system especially is incredibly dense.
Don't you have like full control over the sword, or
You
like
do.
you can
So-
do like a lot of different strikes?
Yeah,
with
so there's
the
different
sword?
types of strikes, and there's 6 different zones you can hit with the sword, and like that also makes blocking a lot harder, because like if someone raises their sword to a certain position, you have to raise your shield or sword to that position in order to effectively block it. And it's just like
Sounds
the
so
game
dense.
is a fucking chore. But I've had it for 3 days and I've played like 20 hours. So
That rocks.
it's a chore I like doing.
That's
It's
great,
a
dude.
history chore.
I want you to play more dense fucking historical games and
Well, tell me
talk about
me which ones there are, because like
you should play Crusader Kings.
I've actually heard good things about that, and I
So Crusader Kings 3, which is the most current one, that one is it's the fucking densest game I've ever played. You're basically creating a lineage in middle Europe, and like it's fucking insane.
oh god, what was that fucking game? Kaiserreich. You want to talk dense? Kaiserreich is insane. It's like,
I have no idea what that is.
so it's like a historical revisionism game based on the idea that Austro-Hungary and the German Empire basically won World War One.
Okay.
And
Oh, I think I've heard this.
yeah, and it's like incredibly political, super fucking dense. Too dense for me. Because, like, your country, like, you have to spend time on, like, each individual unit. Not in it. You can't, there's no way to, like, get out of it or, like, go faster. Excuse me. Like, there isn't civilization or anything. Like, you have to spend time on the statistics for everything. It's nuts. I wouldn't recommend that one. What would you recommend this week, Spencer?
So, I, like last week, I've been listening through the discography of another band. In this case, I've been listening through the discography of the band Katatonia.
Mm-hmm.
And I will admit, I'm not super familiar with Katatonia outside of, like, their first album or, like, the album with harsh vocals. I forget if that's their first or second album. I don't remember. But that's the album I've listened to before, and that's a really cool record. But the rest of their music, of which they have a lot of albums, is of a very particular style, and that is like heavy, ethereal rock with clean vocals. Mm-hmm. It's heavy and it's kind of sad, and it's kind of metal here and there, but it's not
like Evanescence.
No,
just like Evanescence.
Not really. It's like they're like a much more simplified and streamlined Opeth.
Oh,
so
okay.
like
so
they're like
kind of more like Evanescence then.
Shut up. I mean, I guess some of their stuff not the furthest off from something like Evanescence. Honestly, they're an interesting band. I got turned on to them by our mutual friend and past guest, Monty McCleary, who that is one of Monty's favorite bands. And I know that. And so I was like, I've never really given them like a proper listen outside of a few records here and there. So I went back and I listened to the 1999 record, Tomorrow's is it Yesterday's Decision or Tomorrow's Decision? I'm not sure. But it's the 1999 record that Dan Swano plays drums on. Dan Swano, the band leader.
Drums.
Yeah, the band leader from Edge of Sanity plays drums on Tomorrow. I think it's Tomorrow's Decision by Katatonia, and that record is really good. So it's like their first few records where they're kind of figuring out their sound are really like kind of basic. They're kind of raw. It's just like literally like a guitar, a bass, drums, and clean vocals. Like that's it. There very rarely like is really anything like super special or fancy about it. But that record is where they started to kind of like produce it a little bit, and that became a theme for their later records where they really started like producing and making music that's really like atmospheric and dense with like layers and stuff.
Did Dan Swano do any production for him at all?
I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I should look into that. Yeah, I'll report back next week. But anyways, the album that I would like to recommend is the 2005 album. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of it. I better get it right. Well, I recommend 1999 Tomorrow's Decision for sure, but I would also recommend 2006's The Great Cold Distance. This is the one that Monty said was his favorite record, and that's why I listened to it, and it is really fucking good. Like, it is their style, but, like, really perfected. It's interesting with this band in particular because they put out an album almost every year for a few years.
Oh, wow.
And, like, they're all very fucking similar, but they figure out their sound. And they streamline it in a way. So anyways, it's heavy, ethereal rock in like a mournful kind of like almost post-rock kind of way. I don't know. They're really fun. I would recommend checking them out if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Killer.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I guess.
I'm so ready.
I guess I have to do this.
Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke.
What's the difference between the liner notes in death metal albums and musical notation?
Tell me more.
Well, some death metal guitarists actually read the liner notes.
Yeah. Yep.
Why did the libertarian drown?
Tell me.
Well, his flag told him not to tread, and he couldn't read "On Me" in time.
That joke sucks. In a great way. It's beautiful. Good job, Brad.
What sounds like Primus and loses money?
Whoa.
All of Les Claypool's other bands.
Yes. That's true. How does he keep... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Why does Jimmy Page love the band Traffic?
I don't know.
Well, it reminds him of what he does with 14-year-old girls.
Oh, no.
Your GoPro just died. What happened there?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
That's pretty interesting. We're just going to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost done. Yeah,
we're almost done.
Just drag it over there. Good.
Yeah.
That's a good position for jokes. Why not? What's plastic, full of semen, and covered in black and white makeup?
Oh, no.
The rape kit for one of Gene Simmons' victims.
Whoa. Oh, no.
What do you call 3 white assholes without any rhythm?
I think I know the answer.
As of a few weeks ago, the Rolling Stones. Although I'm happy Charlie Watts, when he was still alive, punched Mick Jagger in the face in 1984.
We love that, yeah.
Yeah, it really kind of sucks that he recently beat him to death.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
What is Eric Clapton's favorite inverse mathematical relationship?
Oh, no.
Billboard chart positions to number of floors his son plummets. According to luthiers, what is the exact perfect pitch for a Gibson Les Paul?
Tell me.
Pitching it in a dumpster.
Yeah, fuck Gibson.
What does Meatloaf, famous singer Meatloaf, big old fat singer actor Meatloaf, and an Ampeg SVT cabinet have in common?
Oh my God, tell me.
Both are big, too loud, mostly unnecessarily after the 1980s, and incredibly difficult to get out of a car.
That is 1000% accurate. They are too fucking loud.
Why does legendary rocker Jerry Lee Lewis play B minor instead of D major?
I don't know.
Well, because he prefers relative minors.
What?
He married his 15-year-old cousin.
Cool.
Super cool.
That's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's, the cousin part, it's more country.
The cousin part is probably the
We're
most
a little
rock
bit
and roll.
country. We're a little bit rock and roll. Yeah. What's the difference between Adolf Hitler and Burzum?
Not much.
Yeah, well, but Kanye never sampled Hitler in a song.
That still fucking blows my mind.
Speaking of Mayhem, what's the difference between Mayhem's first guitarist, Euronymous, and an onion?
I don't know.
Well, some people will cry when you put a knife in an onion.
Oof. Oof.
What's the difference between God and Yngwie Malmsteen?
I don't know if there is.
Well, God doesn't believe he's Yngwie Malmsteen.
That's beautiful.
And,
I love that.
We're going to close it out on this one.
Okay,
why was the punk musician locked out of his house?
There's so many reasons.
Well, he never learned what keys are for.
Bucket joke.
That's the show.
That's the show.
That's the show.
We did it. We did a whole show
for you.
For us. For actually.
For nobody. Really.
Nobody. Yeah.
There's really nobody.
Nobody. But that's okay.
If you're listening, hear that? You're nobody.
Whoa. Hey.
But like the film with Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, you're cool. That was a great film. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. I turned that around. See how I made that a compliment?
I did. Britt, where can we follow you on the internet?
You can find me at Dog Vorbis. Where can I find you, Spenser?
You should check out my website, spenser.zone, and that's SPENSER.
Yeah, Spenser like Spenser for Hire.
Yeah, like the show Spenser for Hire. Everybody knows that show, starring Avery Brooks, who also later played Captain Benjamin
I love
Sisko
how
in Star
every
Trek
time
Deep
you
Space
say
Nine.
it stars Avery Brooks when he was the sidekick.
I have never watched Spenser for
He's
Hire.
the sidekick.
Ooh, do you want to do a
He's not Spencer. You know that, right?
Britt.
You're not named after Avery Brooks.
Britt.
Yeah.
Britt.
What?
Do you want to do a podcast called Spenser for Hire, where we watch Spenser for Hire episodes?
I really do not.
There's a lot of episodes of that show.
I know. No one wants that,
No,
Spencer.
like literally no one would be interested in that. No, it would be bad probably. But I mean, we've managed to make 50 episodes of a Buckethead podcast, so I'm pretty sure we can make any episodes of any kind of podcast, like presumably.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough variety here, though. Like, I imagine after like episode 20 of Spenser for Hire, they're like, should we just like use a script from episode 2 again?
Let's just do
like,
it again.
Change the names. Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, and you can find us on the internet in most places
at a Bucketcast.
A Bucketcast.
Yeah, the unification of all the services, really good idea, Brett. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, if you just look up Bucketcast, we're the only thing on the internet really that is the Bucketcast. So you're going to find us one way or another.
Yeah.
And if you look up Buckethead Podcast, guess what? You'll find us too, because we're the only fucking Buckethead podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
The fucking only ones.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been Britain.
And this has been Spenser. You've been listening to Gettin' Head, a Bucketcast.
Stay greasy, Bucketheads.
Namaste.